Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our ninth Parent University for the 2020-21 school year. My name is Tom Gavin. I am the supervisor of EdTech and Libraries in Colonial, and I'm looking forward to the next 15 to 20 minutes for this evening's Parent University. So real quickly, before we get going, we just wanted to give you a real quick preview of our agenda. So the first thing we're going to talk about tonight real quickly is an overview of our parent university. The second thing we're going to talk about is an overview of the EdTech support options that we're offering in Colonial School District. The main part of tonight's presentation is really going to be centering around an overview of the Progress Book parent portal for K-5 families. If you have a student that's in grades 6 to 12, a couple weeks ago, and I'll show you where you can access this, but a couple weeks ago, we showed families where they access the grade 6 to 12 grade book, again, which is called Home Access. But tonight we're really going to center on the Progress Book for families in K-5. And then the last part of the evening is we're going to give families an opportunity to kind of jump in if you have a question or you need something as far as support goes. We want to give you that opportunity to ask those questions. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so real quickly, just the purpose of our parent university, we just began this year. And really the purpose is to provide families with support and guidance around EdTech and Colonial, especially as we are remote this year. We thought it would be helpful to provide training and some support for families as they're navigating this new era in education that we're seeing. So this Zoom series it's a weekly Zoom series, and it's every Wednesday at 4:30. One of the things that we're going to ask families to do is just to be sure that you sign up on the Colonial School District's website. And for families that aren't able to attend, we'll be recording this session, and we'll be sharing this on the Colonial YouTube channel. So let's go to our next page. So the second thing we wanted to talk about are the EdTech support options that we have in Colonial. So if you're on a student Chromebook, you'll notice on your student's Chromebook, there'll be a Colonial student folder. Mine says staff because I'm signed in as a staff member. But for your students, what we did at the bottom is we created a link to a document that's called Family EdTech Support Options. So anytime that you have a question around EdTech or you need some support, definitely come to this document and take a look at all the different options that we have for families in our district. So we have an IT tech ticket system. So if you have a tech request, click on this link and fill the document out, and a member of our IT staff will reach out to help support you. Additionally, we have a phone number that you can call if you don't want to put an EdTech ticket in. Additionally, we have an EdTech support form that we're monitoring. So if you have a question, definitely click on this link and we'll get in touch with you. And then additionally, what we're also doing as part of our parent university is we're compiling resources for each of our sessions. So if you are a family with a student in grades 6 to 12 and you want to learn more about home access, if you come to this document and you come right here, we have a presentation. I'll link the video in and you can watch that recording on home access. For this evening's presentation, we've already included some resources to help get you started using Progress Book. So definitely check back into this document and definitely check out the resources that we're providing for families here. All right, so let's actually get started. So again, the big part of this evening is really around Progress Book for parents in grades K to 5. So real simply, Progress Book is your students, is where you're going to go to locate your students' grades in Colonial. And last week, you should have received a mailer. So on Monday last week, we did a mailer to all K-5 families. And you kind of see the mailer here, but you should have received a mailer. And with that mailer, we mailed out your parent progress book account information. A couple things that we want to make you aware of. If you didn't receive this mailer, please contact your building's main office and let them know that you did not receive the mailer and that you need your progress book activation code. Or if you want, we've included this link here. If you go to bit.ly Colonial Parent Forum and then leave your information, I'll contact you and I'll get you up and going with your activation code. Also, if you call the main office, definitely make sure that they have the correct home address for you on file. So definitely ask the building secretary or the building principal to make sure that your home address is correct, because if your home address hasn't been updated or it's incorrect, it's probably a good reason that you didn't get the mailer. So definitely check that. All right, so what we wanted to do now is we wanted to kind of walk you through how you're going to activate your parent progress book account. And there's really two different ways that you can access this website. The first way is you can go to progressbookde.com, or you can go to the Colonial School District's website. So I already have the Progress Book website here, but let me show you where you would go if you were to go to the Colonial School District website. So if you come to the Colonial School District's website and you locate the curriculum instruction page, you're going to have a drop-down menu. And if you would come down to where it says mastery-based learning, if you click that link, that's going to take you to a page that gives you information. There's a lot of great information about mastery-based learning. But if you scroll down, we have a link here that will take you to the Progress Book website. All right, so let me bring that up. All right, so let's actually go through the steps on what you'll do to create your account. And it's really simple, which is what's great about our platform. So let me go to our next screen. Oops. All right, so again, you're going to need this mailer. If you don't have it, contact your school office and let them know you don't have it. But once you have your account information, you're going to go to progressbookde.com and you're going to select this parent login option. So I'm going to select that. And when you come to this website, you're going to notice there's an option for activating your account. So you're going to select activate your account. And then you're going to see a window that you see on my screen here that's going to ask for information that we provided in this home mailer. So I actually have my wife's mailer, so we're going to use her account. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to select Colonial School District. You're going to come down to where it says username. In this document, we provided you your username, so definitely check the document. So you're going to enter in your username. So I'm going to do that now. The next thing it's going to ask you is for your access code. That's also in the document. I want to enter that. Okay, it's going to ask you for your student's name. And then it's going to ask you for your student's date of birth. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to select activate my account. And what it's going to ask you to do is provide a password. So let me enter in a password. Then you have to confirm your password. And then it's going to ask that you enter in an email account. And it's very important, whatever email account that you use, definitely record that because the nice thing about Progress Book, a lot of times we forget our username or we forget our passwords. Progress Book has a field that you can reset your password, but we have to have the correct email address for you on file. All right, I'm going to select to register my account. Oops, I need to enter in the password once more. I could have a capital letter, sorry. And then that's going to actually log you into your Progress Book account. And that's it. It's that easy. So a couple of things I would recommend you doing. I would bookmark this website because one of the things that we recommend is that you check Progress Book at least weekly, just to check in on your students' grades. So I would bookmark that in your browser. And then I'm just going to show you just a couple of different features about Progress Book. Now, because this is my students account and kind of for confidentiality, I'm not going to click on this View Progress Book link here. But when you click on your students link, what that will do is it will list all of your students' classes that they're in, along with the grades that they're receiving in that class. So this is probably going to be the area that you're going to be most interested in as a parent. So definitely click on that. If you have questions, definitely reach out to your student's teacher and they can help you with any questions that you might have regarding the grading. The other nice thing about Progress Book is once you create your one account with your one student, if, for example, I had 2 or 3 students in Colonial, I would only have to set this up once. So if I came into Progress Book and I came into this window here, I would see a tile with each of my students' names. So you don't have to create different accounts for each of your students, which is really a nice feature of Progress Book. So you have your dashboard tab, which is here at the top. The next thing here, you have your password. So if you want to reset your password, you could come here, you enter in your current and then your new password. So you can change that here. Additionally, if you click on your email tab here, if you want, you can change your email. So if you're changing maybe to a different email system, please update that here. And then that's really it for setting up your account. It literally takes minutes, as you just saw, which is one of the great things I feel about Progress Book. So let's go to our next slide. All right, just some other top questions that we thought that some families might be interested in knowing about. So the first question is, where can I go to learn more about Progress Books? So if you remember at the beginning of our presentation, if you go to the Colonial School District website and you click the curriculum instruction, you're going to have a drop-down menu and you're going to have an option for MBL. Click on that. And then on this page, it's going to have lots of great resources and videos where you can come in and you can learn more about both MBL and also Progress Books. So if you're interested in learning more, definitely check out this page. There's a lot of great resources that are available here for families. All right, so our second question we came up is, where can I go with questions about my students' grades and their progress? So again, when you're in your Progress account and you click on this, it's going to show you your students' grades and ELA and science and social studies and math. But if you have any questions about your students' grades, definitely reach out to your student's teacher first. And they're definitely going to be the person that you're going to want to reach out to with any of those questions, and they're definitely going to be able to help support you. All right, the next question we have is, what if I lose my Progress Book password? So as long as you've activated your account, just like we did here, let me show you. If for whatever reason I forget my password, again, I go to progressbookde.com, I select parent login, and you're going to notice right here, there's a forgot your password. If you click that, it's going to ask that you select your school district. So we're going to select Colonial, and then it's going to ask for your username. So again, for your username, it's typically your first dot last name. But if you enter in, again, the username that was on this document, so let me type in as the example, and I select request password reset, it will send to my email a link so I can reset my password. And again, if you have any issues with this or you need any support, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to your school building's main office, or you can put in a request in our EdTech form. All right, so our next question is, how often should I check Progress Book? So we recommend for families to check weekly. Some families might be a little bit less or a little bit more, but we definitely recommend for families to check in weekly, to check your students' progress. And again, if you have questions about any grades or any item that you might see in progress book, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to your student's teacher. All right. And then our last item. So if you have any other questions, it could be anything, could be related to progress book, or really anything related to technology and Colonial School District. Don't hesitate to use this form here, bit.ly/colonial parent form, and we'll be sure to get back to you and answer any questions that you might put in that document. And that is it. So really, we wanted to keep this this presentation short and sweet. Hopefully, as you've seen in this presentation, creating your account or setting up your account literally takes minutes. We definitely look forward to you engaging and using Progress Book. We definitely look forward to any feedback that you might have. So if you have any feedback or any input or advice, don't hesitate to reach out. We're always looking forward to receiving that and improving on Progress Book. So again, I want to thank everyone for joining us. This was our 9th EdTech series for this school year. We're gonna look forward to next week's presentation. We're going to be covering screencasting, which is a tool that students all have available on their student Chromebook. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the recording off. I'm going to open up the microphone, and for any families that are here this evening, if you have any questions, I'll be here to help support you. Otherwise, have a great night and take care.